What is Pac'n, everybody? On this episode of What's Pac'n, it's an episode filled with I told you so's. I told you so about, I'm going to tell you something about Valentines Day. I told you so about NFT. And I told you so about Bitcoin.
What?
Dude, they are free falling, like a Tom Petty song. Free falling, I'm free falling. It's a groove. It's a good song. But Bitcoin is bad. Good song, bad Bitcoin, bad NFTs.
Why?
The bubble is popping.
What?
The bubble's popping. The NFT market is drying up quicker than Betty White's. I'm not going to get graphic. Betty White's a nice lady.
It is?
Than Madonna's vag.
Uh-oh.
It's drying up quicker than Madonna's vag. Okay?
No.
Have you seen Bitcoin recently?
What is it?
I think we're at 16,000 a coin dropping.
Oh, no.
17,000 a coin and dropping.
A lot of money down the drain.
That's last I saw. Now, the problem is that Bitcoin and the NFTs are running into is, like I was saying, like I told you so, it's a fugazi. It's a fake. It doesn't exist. It's not real. You can't eat it. You can't wear it. You can't build with it. It's woohoo, nothing. It's in the air. In the air. A fucking fake, a fraud. But
What?
there is some bright side about this. There is a little, I'm here. I'm not a bringer of bad news. I'm a bringer of good news. Okay, like an archangel almost. Okay, not the angel of death, but the angel of good news.
Okay, what you got?
The only way that I see Bitcoin coming back,
Is
China takes over every single mine in Africa. The Cambodians fall horrible into slavery, like the blood diamond trade that happened to Senegal, Sierra Leone, the entire African continent. The blood diamond trade was brutal throughout the 80s and 90s. That's what's going to happen with a little mineral called cobalt. Cobalt and Bitcoin. Cobalt, it's already happening. The mines are brutal. You guys can go research that and keep you up at night with some night terrors. But Bitcoin, same exact thing. China needs to come in, Russia or China. They're all after minerals at this point because they ain't got nothing else to sell us. They need to take over Bitcoin. That's the only way it stays around. That's it. Cheap manufactured labor. That's all. That's the way out of this. And everybody that buys Bitcoin, everyone that's a promoter of the NFTs, they're against that. They're against cheap labor. They're against slave labor. They're against, communist dictating governments coming in and wheeling and dealing and doing their communist thing.
Why is that? Why? Because the type of people.
Because
they
people
are?
that normally invest are capitalists.
Okay.
They want money. They want capital gains on their investment. That's why you invest in Bitcoin or NFT. But here's the thing. Your poison pill that you want to take that to save everything, to save Bitcoin, to save the NFT market is actually the thing you hate most.
What?
Communists and slave labor. You need them. You need them. You can't survive without them. And it's a sad, sad truth.
You sure?
It's a happening. It's happening. Don't believe me. Just open up your eyes.
Okay.
Just look. Google Cambodia and just look. You're going to be like, holy shit. What is going on? You can see the mines from the sky. And that is why all the people that have invested and everything else, this is the ultimate I told you so.
Right.
The ultimate I told you so. But I'm a believer in time, and time heals all, time proves all. In time, we will find out if Bitcoin and NFTs, maybe they're saying it's like the internet, like Windows 4, Windows 3. It has to crash. It has to fail to get better. Mm-hmm. We'll see. Like the story of the Chinese farmer. We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe.
What does that mean?
The story of the Chinese farmer?
Yeah.
The story of the Chinese farmer. He has the Chinese farmer in inland China, right? He has a kid. He has a son. And the whole town comes over, and he's a farmer, and the kid, he comes back with a horse. And the town says, oh, my God, this is great. Your son brought you back a horse to help you work the farm.
Okay.
And he says, we'll see. And they're like, okay, well, the horse runs away. And when the horse was running away, it bucked his son off. His son fell and broke his leg. So now his son has a broken leg. And the whole town comes over and go, oh, my God, how horrible that is. The horse ran away and your son's leg is broken. And the Chinese farmer says, we'll see. Fast forward. Now the military comes. The army comes. China's going to war. And they're like, hey, we need every able-bodied man to serve in this war. And they go to the farmer and they say, where's your son?
Oh.
And he says, well, he fell off a horse and broke his leg. He can't serve. So the military leaves. Everybody in the town comes back out and they go to the farm. Like, oh, my God, how great is that? He broke his leg. He doesn't have to go serve in the war.
Right.
And the Chinese farmer says, we'll see. Well, the whole point of this is, as time goes on, you never know what situation, what problems will arise. But you'll see if what the situation that occurred is actually a good thing or a bad thing. But the only thing that tells you is time. So I told you so about Bitcoin. I told you so about NFTs. Time will tell all. We will see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
And that's why I'm telling everybody right now, save your money. Don't invest in St. Valentine's. The divorce rate is higher than it's ever been. Okay, nobody's looking for love anymore. You can buy love online with a ChatGPT bot that's going to tell you what a huge dick you have, even if you're 5'2" and Irish.
Come on.
I'm telling you, dude. Don't invest. St. Valentine's Day, that's what it's called in Canada. I know because I booked the reservations up at this restaurant.
You serious? You're going?
Greatest French restaurant in Canada. Do you know what duck confit is?
Oh, yeah.
Good, because I don't. I'm going to find out.
You don't
That's
know?
their specialty. It's duck confit.
It's liver.
It's duck liver?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have it. I'm probably going to pay like, I don't know, $380, $400 a plate for it.
I'm wrong. That's foie gras. Duck confit is in its own fat. Confit means in its own fat, cooked.
Oh, well, the specialty of this French place is duck confit, world-renowned, great spot. I can't wait. Of course, I'm doing the entire Valentine's Day thing. I'm going to be dressed to the nines, looking like a mixture of like Peaky Blinders and Ron Jeremy.
Okay.
That type of vibe.
Yeah.
It's like I'm classy, but don't let this fool you, because I got a big dick and I'll rape you. Like that's
Whoa. What?
that's what Valentine's Day is all about. That's what everybody wants on Valentine's Day. They want a mixture of the friend zone guy that has the Mr. Gray side.
Is that what women really want, Jack?
I don't know if they really want that. That's a question as old as time. What women want, but I tell you what I can give them, and that's all I can give them.
What?
A mixture of Peaky Blinders and Ron Jeremy.
I love it.
That's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Hey, there's an ass for every seat. Hopefully that seat is my face. What?
You're crazy.
This is Valentine's Day. It's all about making love. Okay. It's all about making love and spending obnoxious amounts of money.
Yeah.
All for love. It became the ultimate simp holiday. The Kardashians have ruined it, along with a lot of other things. The box of roses, the gifts of Ferraris and Lamborghinis, the misconception that on Valentine's Day, just, you don't need a rubber. Don't need to pull out. It's Valentine's Day. Let's take a gamble together. This entire thought process of this Saint Valentine's Day, that's what the French call it, Saint Valentine's Day. I didn't know he was a saint. I didn't know he was holy. I don't know what that was. I always thought like a little Cupid thing. But Saint Valentine's Day is a Hallmark creation that is a fucking scam. And if you don't believe me, if you don't think I'm telling you so, like the Chinese farmer, we'll see. We will see.
Unbelievable.
I'm just telling you, dude, the only thing Valentine's Day has brought us is divorce and Scorpios. I don't need either one. I don't need either one. I think as a society, we could do less. We could do more with less.
What?
Less Valentine's Day, less Scorpios. Hey, fuck it, less divorce. Fuck it. I'm a supporter of the underdog. I'm an underdog guy. I have a lot of friends. I mean, listen, I give. I'm a giver. When I show up to a wedding, I'm invited to a lot of weddings. You know why? Because they know I'm covering my fucking plate. They know that. They know that Aunt Donna from Florida, she's a cheap fuck, but Jack gives. Jack gives. Get Jack next to Aunt Donna, and he's going to fucking pry her little stash open. She's going to start giving next, because that's what it's about.
You're
at
an
weddings.
inspiration.
Oh, I'll give you whatever you want, but I post-date the check. I don't write the check good for that day. I give it 1 year.
What?
I've been to so many weddings and divorces for the same people inside of a calendar year that I can count on one hand at this point. Wow. I want my money back. These weddings are expensive. They're over the top. I have no problem giving, but give with some sort of cautious behavior. I'm not giving to watch you guys go and blow it on, a trip to fucking Barbados for your honeymoon. I'm giving so that way maybe one day you can buy a porcelain plate and say, hey, kids, we're eating off plates tonight instead of paper. That's why I give. I give for the good reasons, the right reasons.
You're a good guy, Jack.
I'm a good guy. I think about the kids. It's all about the kids. That's what it's about.
The nuclear family.
The nuclear family. The nuclear family. And that's why Valentine's Day is a sham. It's a fucking whole created monstrosity to get our wallets and our money. And I bought in. I bought in. I am 100%. I bought in on this multiple times. I believe in love. I thought St. Valentine's Day was shining his light on me on multiple relationships. Thank God for tequila and fucking 7 a.m. alarm clocks to make sure that you realize what you're waking up next to. And St. Valentine's Day wears off pretty fucking quick when that happens. When the tequila runs out and the lights come on, St. Valentine's Day is nowhere to be found.
You're crazy, Jack.
I may be crazy, but I'm just observing real truths around me. And I'm trying to warn everybody. I told you so.
Right.
I told you so. Don't invest in Valentine's Day. Invest in yourself. Invest in love. Things you want to do. Hobbies. This, that, the third. Don't be a retard like me. Don't be a moron where you're sitting there and you met somebody for 3 months and you're going to go get the rooftop at some fucking restaurant in your town or city and spend an outrageous amount of money to find out that she actually wanted to fuck your cousin. Did I say that?
Oh, no.
That didn't happen to me.
Did it?
Not to me.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying. Now, if you're going to spend for the right reasons.
What are they?
Anal sex. That's the only right reason to spend on Valentine's Day is anal sex. If there's no anal sex coming out of Valentine's Day, was it really Valentine's Day?
Guess not.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it could be good without that, right?
Without anal on Valentine's, it's not Valentine's Day. It's like your birthday without a cake. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Is it really your birthday without a cake, without candles? Is it really Valentine's Day without proper lubrication and rough anal sex? Is it really Valentine's Day?
Of course it is.
I don't know. Why else would anybody in their right mind go out with somewhat of a stranger on Valentine's Day? I mean, you don't know this person your whole life, and if you did, there's laws against having sex with that person, I believe.
Oh,
you don't know this person, and you're going to sit across a table, make small talk, somewhat of a deep conversation, while you pick over a prefixed menu at some waiter that you can't even make eye contact with because the guy's penis is eye level, and it's the bulge, and you're like, damn, dude, this guy's looking at my lady right now. And then after spending $600-700 on a prefixed menu that you don't even enjoy, you don't even like, fuck the champagne, it gives me agita. After that, the only thing you want, you know what you really want?
What?
Anal sex. That's it.
Come on.
How am I lying? I may be crazy, but I'm not a liar.
Told you so.
I'm just saying. I'm stating the obvious in the open. If you wanna go and be all about Valentine's Day, I support you. God bless. God love you. But when it comes down to the wedding, I'm giving that check, that gift right there, that 1 year date. You got to earn that fucking date. You got to earn that check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On your first anniversary, then that goes. Then I cover my plate. For 1 year anniversary, then the plate gets covered.
That's understandable.
And this is not an arrogant This is, I told you so. I'm warning you. My life lessons that I've learned, I'm trying to preach to others so they don't fall into the same pitfalls.
You're a good man, Jack.
I'm trying, dude. I'm giving. This is from the heart. This is from the heart. And this Valentine's Day, the only couple that I'm interested in, that I want to know about.
Who?
My favorite couple of all time. Maybe America's sweethearts.
Who?
Blueface and Christiana Rock. Hey, am I saying her name right? Christiana Rock? Christiana Rock?
Who are they?
Christiana Rock. Whatever they are the best. They are the most toxic relationship on the internet. It is consumed my Snapchat feed. I can't get away from these people. I can't get away from them on Twitter. I can't get away from them on Snapchat. They are Instagram reeling it up. They are beating each other with bottles in the street, fighting over pregnancies, doing drugs, and trying to sell jewelry at a discounted price.
What?
Have you seen her ads, the 25% off if you use her name at this jewelry site?
What?
They're the best ads ever. She is clearly underneath the influence, standing in some jewelry store, cracked out, going, buy the jewelry for $1,500. Use my name. I get a free chain. And then she's like, end the video, end the video. And the guy's still recording.
No.
He's trying to show. And she's like, end the video, end the video. Like,
She's got ad sponsors?
oh, yeah, they're the best. Christina Rock's ad reads are maybe the greatest thing on the internet.
Really?
It's, if anybody has time, just look up what companies endorse her. I don't even know if there's actual companies that do it, but it's pretty much any shop storefront in LA that she just drives down Sunset and just pulls in and is like, hey, man, I'll sell burritos for you if I get a free one. And she's doing it. And she's doing it. You can't knock the hustle.
Really?
They are my favorite couple. I promise you, Blueface is not spending one fucking dime on her for Valentine's Day, and he's getting anal. He's getting anal.
Oh, no.
Without spending one dime on Valentine's Day.
Oh, no, Jack.
Blueface is a rapper from LA. He boggles my mind because at the same time, he has a giant tattoo on the side of his face of, is it Ben Franklin, Abraham? Who is it? Who's on the side of his face?
Who is it?
Andrew Jackson? Who's on the side of his face? I think it's Ben Frank.
Maybe.
He has this giant tattoo of a dead white slave owner on the side of his face. And then he goes on record and in videos and music and says how he's oppressed. He's like, I'm a black man in America that's oppressed. Tell you what, dude, to go and tattoo a white slave owner on the side of your head and say you're oppressed is definitely interesting. It's a fucking take.
He's
it's
just
definitely a
expressing
take.
himself. Come on.
I get the expression, but I also get the, from my point of view, it's a little bit of a hypocrite. He's a little bit of a hypocrite. And I support him. Listen, Blueface baby, bro. Blueface baby. Yeah. Tap in, son. I'm all about him.
Oh, I just got it. It makes sense now. Blueface.
Blueface, that's what it's about. The Blueface thing. But I don't think people think enough about it. Maybe I think more than others. But I look at him and I'm like, all right, what is he saying? What is he saying in his videos? He likes to fuck fat ass bitches. That's what he says. He's like bitches with fat asses. I'm like, all right, I get with that. I get that. He likes drinking Henny. I'm like, yeah, dude, I fucking love Henny. Fuck, I'm with this. And then he's like, I'm from fucking Compton, bro. I'm like, I'm not, but good for you.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm fucking oppressed, dude. The fucking white man's holding me down. I'm like, oh, all right. If that's happening. And then in the next fucking sentence, he's like, look at my face. And I'm like, wow, what's on his face? And it's a giant picture of a white man that's a slave owner in America, that's a historian, on his face. I just think it's interesting.
You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. And she goes and tattoos his face on her neck. Not on the side of her neck, not over here behind her neck. Dead center.
What?
His face is on her neck.
What?
Dude, I got tattoos all over me, right? I got shit all over the place, right? If you're putting right here, that says not fucking welcome. That's what that means. If you have Blueface's face on your neck, nobody talks to you. No one's walking up to you going, so you single? You come here often? No, that is not happening.
Wow.
And then the outrage that they have against each other for the way their lives are playing out, all in public, mind you. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. It is the car accident on the highway that we're all rubbernecking to see. We all know how this ends. Everybody knows it ends bad. Nobody ever said this thing ends great. This is going to be a White House and a picket fence story. No, this ends bad. This ends in court. This ends on TMZ. Someone's getting canceled out of this whole thing, which is shocking to me how both of them still haven't been canceled. They beat the fuck out of each other. I mean, talk about domestic violence.
They do?
Dude, domestic violence, uppercutting, punching. He hit her. The father gets involved. Her father punches him in the face on the sidewalk. And no one's canceled. No one's canceled. I'm shocked.
Unbelievable.
Shocked.
Can't believe it.
It's wild. But they're my favorite couple. And I can promise you he's not spending one fucking dime for Valentine's Day on Christina Rock. And 100% he's going to get anal. So
that's all they're doing on Valentine's Day?
That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. Drinking Henny, butt fucking. That's it. That's it. And I'm jealous. Oh, no. Fucking jealous. I'm going to Canada with my Canadian tuxedo on. I'm going to spend a shitload at this fucking, what is it? Duck confit? Ragu?
Yeah,
what?
It's duck with fat. It cooked in its own fat.
I'm going to go blow a load on that thing, right? A big fucking fat stack on that. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to pretend I love it. And that's Valentine's Day. And I'm going to go home and I'm probably, do Valentine's Day things.
Like what?
Like a God-fearing Christian, you know? I put the sheet out on the bed with the hole in it. No, that's like
Wait,
Orthodox,
what?
right? Hasidic, they put the hole out with the thing, and then they put the penis in there, and then the
No.
whole thing gets going.
They do?
Yeah, it's like turning butter, bro. You just put the jar down, and you just start cranking away. You just really hammer in there, dude. You just put your little in the hole
Really?
and just get going, dude.
That sounds insane.
I heard about it. I haven't experienced it, but hey, maybe Valentine's Day I'll try it. Who knows? It could be a success story.
Okay.
Well, that's the episode.
Oh wait. So when you were talking about what people can do instead of spending money to save their own money on Valentine's Day, like, you know, I mean,
Cook.
You're a hypocrite. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do? What should they do instead of spending money?
Cook. Stay home. Cook your own meal. Do something from the heart. Maybe whatever happened to a Valentine's Day card? Do you remember in school the teachers would have you make a card? It looked like a heart, and you had to give it to your Valentine. What happened to that? Bring that back. You know, nowadays these kids, they don't even know how to write. They're like, can I email them a card? No, you don't email. You get a fucking giant piece of scrap paper that is fucking pink or off red or some shit from like Michael's or CVS or some fucking arts and craft place. You fucking chop that bad boy up and you write in there in your scribblish fucking handwriting, and you write down how much you love somebody, how much you care about them, what they mean to you and what you mean to them, the whole nine. The birds and the bees go in a giant, like, I don't know what type of cardboard it is. It's like cardboard, but it's not. It's like construction paper. Right. A giant construction paper heart. And then hopefully when you leave it there for someone to find, someone else doesn't find it first. That's Valentine's Day. You got to leave it in a spot that the person that it's intended to find it finds it, and not another person, because then you're fucked.
Right. Okay.
And then you're embarrassed on the school bus in 4th grade in front of all your friends. And then when you get off and you're like, Mom, I'm crying. I don't want to go back on the bus anymore. And your mother's like, toughen the fuck up. You're riding that bus tomorrow, kid.
You remember your first Valentine, Jeff?
No, that never happened to me. I don't know who that happened to. But,
okay. All right, guys. Happy Valentine's.
But happy Valentine's Day. I told you so.